Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Carl Lawson headlines list of Dallas Cowboys practice squad signings. There's nothing truly final about final roster cuts in the NFL, and the Dallas Cowboys continue to make moves that will shape their 2024 depth chart heading into their Week 1 battle against the Cleveland Browns, the latest item on the task list being to fill out their practice squad. Usually allowed a total of 16 players on the unit, this year is different in that the Cowboys are able to carry undrafted rookie free agent Denzel Jackson as an IPP, International Pathway Program, exemption to make for a maximum of 17. It's the same exemption once used for Isaac Alarcon from 2020 through 2023. As is often the case for the Cowboys, the large majority of this year's practice squad is constructed by players who were either waived by Dallas during cutdowns this week and cleared waivers, or released, vested veterans not subject to waivers, and with a sprinkle of veteran leadership, i.e., Dalvin Cook and Carl Lawson. Cook is unofficial for now, but expected to join, while Lawson is indeed official and can begin practicing immediately after being released during cutdowns earlier this week with the goal of returning in short order. Practice squad players can be elevated 3 times to a game day roster, but, on the third, they must either be moved to the active roster or waived or released, whichever applies to their number of seasons played in the NFL, 4 or more accrued equals vested. Much like the 53-man roster, the practice squad is not yet set in stone, but several deals are officially in place in Dallas, and below is the list of those who will be available for the Cowboys to elevate to the main roster when ready and/or when needed. Cowboys CeeDee Lamb gets scare from agent before learning about new contract. At long last, the Dallas Cowboys don't have to worry about their superstar wide receiver. CeeDee Lamb signed a 4-year, $136 million, $100 million guaranteed, extension with the club on Tuesday, making him the second highest paid non-quarterback of all time. However, Lamb got trolled by his agent Tory Dandy after the contract got finalized, via NFL Network's Jane Slater. Catching up with CeeDee Lamb after he inked his deal and how his agent tried to punk him before giving him the news. "I was actually in Florida, just chopping it up with my guys," Lamb said. "Then I ended up just getting a random phone call, obviously from my agent, and I was expecting that. But at that moment, he cracked a little joke, he took it the opposite direction, and I was a bit upset. He was like, everything went south. I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, yeah, they're only trying to give you $34 million a year, and I'm like, okay, appreciate it." The $34 million, of course, was the average annual salary that Lamb and Dandy had been targeting during his entire holdout. Now, the All-Pro wideout can focus on preparing for the Cleveland Browns in Week 1. "It's amazing, a great home welcoming," Lamb said of his return to practice. "It was worth the wait, and I'm happy to be back out here with my guys, get this timing down, ready to hit Cleveland. It was a very fulfilling moment, blessed is an understatement. I'm ready to go ball now." While Lamb and company got what they wanted in the end, the road to get there wasn't easy. Lamb admitted that he thought about caving and settling for the $18 million salary in the last year of his rookie deal. However, Dandy kept him focused on the mission. "Absolutely, but then that's when my agent came in," Lamb said. "That's why he's the best at what he does. Shout out Tory for doing that, keeping me mentally locked in. He'd check on me maybe 3 times a week. Just seeing how I'm doing mentally, physically, how I'm holding up." Lamb held out for several months and worked out privately in Florida, away from the team. The 25-year-old took fines for not showing up to camp and also dealt with the emotional weight of being away from his teammates. While Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones was stubborn throughout the process, he had a positive conversation with Lamb on Tuesday, via The Athletic's John Machota. "You're going to be dealing with huge amounts of money. Be careful. Be careful. Look under the hood," Jones told Lamb. Give it a lot of consideration as you make decisions regarding what you have as far as keeping it. You don't have to be smart to make money. You can be very talented. You can be very driven. You do not have to be smart to make money. But you have to be real smart to keep it. Very smart. Any way that I can help a player in any way keep it, put me in, coach. Dalvin Cook's one-word message sparks Dak Prescott rumors. Free agent NFL running back Dalvin Cook signed with the Dallas Cowboys on August 28 and will settle in on the team's practice squad for now, according to the Associated Press. After spending his first 6 seasons with the Minnesota Vikings, Cook was rostered by 2 teams last season, the New York Jets and Baltimore Ravens. Now, he'll have a chance to compete for snaps among a Cowboys running back group, once again, led by Ezekiel Elliott, who has already racked up 2,525 career touches in 8 seasons. Around the time the signing was announced on Wednesday, Cook took to social media with a cryptic X post that has some fans speculating. The 29-year-old simply posted the number 4 in emoji style. The name on his profile also displays as Dalvin Keycap 4, Cook. Fans immediately made the connection to starting quarterback Dak Prescott, who has worn the number 4 jersey for his entire Cowboys career dating back to 2016. Cook wore the number 4 throughout his prolific 3-year run at Florida State University, where he scored 40 total touchdowns across his final 2 collegiate seasons. The former second-round pick also changed from number 33 back to number 4 during his final season in Minnesota in 2022. However, Cook's cryptic post could represent quite a few things, including but not limited to, his preferred jersey number, the Cowboys being his 4th NFL team, his 4 Pro Bowl selections, or perhaps, most interestingly, a plea to the Cowboys to get Prescott's new contract done. Without a new deal, Prescott, 31, is set to become an unrestricted free agent following the 2024 NFL season. Despite signing a 4-year, $160 million extension in March 2021, the Cowboys' star signal caller is now tied with Daniel Jones and Matthew Stafford for the 14th highest average annual salary, $40 million, among all quarterbacks. If clock is ticking if Dallas plans to make a deal before its Week 1 opener against the Cleveland Browns on September 8. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Dak Prescott? Leave your opinion in the comments.